One time for your mind, DJ George Chuck checking in. This is Nightcap Knowledge. Let's get ready to get to it. If you're tuning in right now, we need you to share this live, share this live, share this live. Put the kids to bed, get your nightcap. Follow Nightcap Knowledge on all social media platforms. It's almost that time. Ow! Ain't nobody talking to you, Siri. Get off me. Get off my watch. All right, here we go. Let's make sure we recognize all of our sponsors, our supporters, our partners. Nightcap Knowledge is brought to you by Mississippi School of Health Services and Careers. Begin your career in healthcare today. That's mshscschool.com, 769-572-7490. Your wedding deserves the Groove Creator. Now booking dates. Well, you can't get me for March. You can't get me for April. You can get me for maybe 2 weekends in May. But at the end of the day, go to georgechuck.com and we can get you hooked up with a absolutely outstanding wedding day. Your wedding day can be the groove. Shout out to Meals That Heal, made fresh with spring water, Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 2:30 p.m., 4:30 to 8, right in downtown Jacktown on the Ferris Street. That's Meals That Heal, Mississippi's first 100% plant-based cafe. And you know, we got to get that water. It's the official water of Nightcap Knowledge. Aspire pure, refreshing taste, keeping it simple. Available at Amazon.com.
Nightcap Knowledge, Tuesdays, 9 p.m. Central.
Yeah, we back up in this further mucker. Yeah, it's HBCU day, baby. Yeah. Shout out to everybody already in the comments. What up, Miss Tisha? Arjanae, what's up? What up? Hey, man, we appreciate y'all for checking in with us. This is Nightcap Knowledge. My name is DJ George Chuck, and that's Mr. Mac over there. Appreciate everybody for being here. Shout out to all our people over there at the Nightcap Knowledge page, all our folks on Black with No Chaser, and our YouTubers as well as our Twitchers. What's up, Twitch?
Oh, Chuck, you froze.
There we go. You back, Mac? I froze?
Yeah.
Man, hey, man, I'm gonna somebody tell Spark like the upgrade my internet, man.
Hey, man.
I'm sick of it.
It's the haters, brother. They won't let us make it, baby. They won't let us make it because they know that Nightcap Knowledge is Black and Uncensored. Real talk, real issues, real solutions. They don't want to let us make it, but we about to drop some knowledge on them, brother. We're about to bring some knowledge. I can't believe it, Chuck. They won't let you make it, man. They won't let you be great.
Man, look, I got my red shirt on. I got my blue light. I got my Omega necklace. I got my Tougaloo HBCU shirt on, and I'm like, it's a perfect evening. It's a perfect evening. Yeah, don't get stuck like Chuck, man. For real. You know,
Right.
Let's make sure we get it right, man. Let's get it right. Once again, this is Nightcap Knowledge every Tuesday, 9 p.m. We're always going to be talking about something beneficial, something that's real, something that's relative, something that we can put into action. So today, Matt, man, look, let's get it. We're talking about what? We're talking about HBCUs. We're talking about
billboard, baby.
The walking billboard.
Walking billboard.
And I have this idea, and I'm gonna wait till we get all of our guests in. We've got guests from Mississippi Valley State, we got guests from Alcorn, we got guests from Jackson State coming into the Nightcap Knowledge studio, joining virtually from all across the country. Yes, as far as the Northeast, as far south as Gulfport, which is where I am, and then we got some folk, going towards the west, coming all the way in from Arkansas. So the thing is, man, I remember when I used to always see HBCU shirts in all of the TV shows. Yeah. And I feel like we're getting back to that with some of the initiatives and some of the brands that are really, really growing. Right. And I can't wait to have that HBCU experience type conversation with our guest that, we got to get our shots in. Kenosha, you are right. But we got to preface this. I want everybody in the comments to share one of their favorite HBCU memories. It might be, what was your favorite road trip? You got to college, you got to your respective HBCU. What was your first road trip, or what was your favorite road trip? What was your favorite moment on the yard? Like when you saw your first probate, or I remember favorite professor. Yeah. Yeah, I remember, my favorite, I only had this one time, but first year experience, I really enjoyed first year experience. Yeah. And that lady kept it real. Shout out to Dr. Valvia Wilson, T-Bone sister. T-Bone 91 or 92? I think T-Bone 91. But either way it go, he plays me. And his sister is a Delta, was my mission involvement, now first year experience, and then her badass son used to be in class with her, and then he ended up years later pledging that at Jackson State University. And I remember being in class with him, and then she's like, don't y'all try to get your nose open too quick, giving us all these words of wisdom. Yeah. And, we end up being, of course, fraternity brothers, frats and sorors and all of that. But that's one of my fondest memories, is like seeing that type of family involvement. And then it rolls over into, professional careers and all of that. So we got folks checking in the comments. But Mac, I need you to get your mental health minute, and we're going to get some of these first shared on the screen, and then we'll get our first pour of the night.
Yes, sir. All right. So we'll get right to it. So mental health minute. So we talked about something that's very important right now in today's time, as we stress the importance of wearing HBCU. We know there's been a lot going on in legislation about the critical race theory, and we're trying to make sure that Black stays cool, right? And there are a lot of folks that go to other schools, that PWIs, that are just as engaged. They might know more Black history than we do, because sometimes we take it for granted when we go to HBCUs. But I want to say this: when all that happens, just understand that transferring of negative energy is a real thing, and staying away from negative energy and negative people that put off negative energy, because that can get in your way. That person or that thing can do something. You can feel it. Some people that are just not happy with what's going on, are happy with whatever may be in their life. But negative energy. So be careful of transferring of negative energy, because that can be you. Sometimes when situations happen, whoever's in your space and around you, you transfer that negative energy from somewhere else. And Life Space Christ Intervention, we call that a carry in. So you carry that energy in with you, or you carry it over to another session, but it was started somewhere else. Someone else is actually responsible for that energy that was put in you, and you transfer that negative energy onto someone else who is not responsible for it. So you got to be careful with that, right? You get upset and you say things and things come out and wrong because you're frustrated at something else and frustrated with other people. But like I say, so you got to be cautious yourself to not transfer negative energy into someone else. But also you got to be careful with staying away from negative energy. Folks that just ooze it, you know, they just feel it. And some people know what I'm saying. You know, it's hard to put into words, but you can feel it. They're just not happy and they don't want no one around them to be happy, and they always want to say, "Hey, you want to say I want to go back to school? Why you want to go back to school? You don't got this old, you know, you don't need that in your life, right?" And we're gonna make sure that we continue to push positive energy in our life, in your family, and positive energy in our schools, and we continue to lay the foundation which was laid for us for our HBCUs to encourage more folks that look like us to attend our schools.
That's right, man. Right, that's right. Now I want to make sure I had to make sure my Wi-Fi was off. Can you hear me, man?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
All right, good. Because the internet guys was over here messing with me, man. I'm like, come on, man, God, dog. But yeah, look, I got some people in my house that try to wake up with some negative energy. They're my sons.
Oh yeah, and I heard about that.
They don't want to get up in the morning. I'm like, hey man, look, I wake up happy to be alive, happy to be somebody's daddy, and then here comes Jackson. I don't want to go to school. I'm like, man, you don't get your little ass out of here and get go for the academy. Get your ass out of here, boy. Hey man, but yeah, man, don't ruin somebody else's day, you know, by carrying your bad experience. Like if you had a shitty morning, don't make everybody else morning shitty. Yeah,
don't do it.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Now, as Kenoda, where Kenoda go? Kenoda, let's get ready.
I got a new bourbon, y'all. I got a new bourbon. Look at that. You see that? Shout out to all the blue and white family. But I got this because I've got on my red and I got on my blue, my Tougaloo red and blue. But shout out to the Zetas and the Sigmas. Most definitely shout out to the brothers and the Saras. And, shout out to my wife and the AKAs, and then my brothers, his frat, the Alphas, and all our partners. That's the Kappas.
The Noops.
Yeah, the Noops.
There's some rolls around there somewhere. There's some rolls around.
Hey, yeah, shout out to Robin. She invited me to the local National Panhellenic Council meeting tonight, but I had my chapter meeting tonight too, so I couldn't do all of that. But
I'm trying to see what I'm gonna drink, Chuck. Pick something.
Well, I'm having a little bourbon, and then I also wanted to bring our guest up to see what they're drinking.
Yeah, bring them on up. Maybe I can decide. I see a world famous DJ in right there. I see a world famous DJ. Yeah, man, this dude right here is known on continents, and we ain't talking about countries. Continents.
Who is that backstage, man?
Oh man, but I heard he can get nasty every now and then. You got to watch him now. You got to watch him.
Is that him?
He's a son of a gun. He's a son of a gun.
Is that the world famous DJ Joe Nasty?
There you go. There he is, boy. There he is. What? Oh. Is that a Chicago? There he is, representing Jackson State and Chicago.
In the Chi-Town. All right, man. Who else we got backstage?
Oh, we got to bring the Dirty Delta in here now. We got to bring the Dirty Mississippi Delta in here. We got some way all the way from Money by way of Greenwood, from Money, Mississippi by way of Greenwood, representing Alcorn State and the Zeta chapter of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. They go Liz. All right. Now, always head down Holmes County bound, representing Mississippi Valley State, and she happens to be a member of Delta Sigma Theta. We got Shantae Riley in the house. There she goes. That's Shantae's mobile phone. You hear that feedback, y'all. Arkansas Internet.
And look, I got.
Yep.
Damn. And look, the last lady, last but certainly not least, she may be first and finest, all the way by way of Terry, Mississippi, but representing the Mississippi Gulf Coast. We got the lady of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. We got the legendary wedding planner, Miss Chastity Underwood, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all give it up for her. Representing J State.
All right, Jackson State, y'all in here. Now, we were supposed to have the world famous mailman. I don't know what happened to mailman. You know, mailman got to get up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. he
Yeah.
representing Russ College. So big shout out to Mail Dog holding it down. He couldn't make it on. Now back to drinking. Let's start at the top. Chuck, you got yours. I need to pick a bourbon. So we doing bourbon tonight.
Yep, I'm on bourbon. Anybody else having a nightcap with us as we discuss our illustrious HBCUs?
We're going ahead and finish this Elijah Craig, y'all.
Okay, there you go. Jonas has his
wait. Stop. Jonas is drinking
spring water.
Water?
He's drinking his all natural Chicago spring water.
Chicago spring water. I got you.
Man, I gotta go to work in the morning, man. Come on now.
Yeah, we're gonna let you make it. Because listen, that's one of the things. You don't want to turn it on and then it keep going.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah.
We got you, sir. We got you.
Okay, cool.
That boy got his microphone. I see it, boy.
I'm just trying to make sure everything is functioning.
Yeah.
All right. Let's start left to right. What y'all drinking down there?
Jackson, what you got? I saw your cup. You did a swirl.
Rosé.
All right.
All right. For the flex on us, she hit us.
She did
Rosé. What you got, Shantae?
Crown.
Crown.
Crown flag.
Yeah.
Liz.
Yeah, baby. Lizzie Liz.
What you got, Liz?
There's some good Malibu in here with some good orange juice.
Oh yeah, she's trying to be healthy.
There you go. All right. You know, see, I had to bring the horns in because y'all remember all the parties, man. The DJ used to be hitting the horns. I had to bring it back. Hey, so, man. I was say we're looking real NPHC-ish.
Yeah. We in here.
This is true. Well, this is a great cast. So look, let's go around the horn. I know that we had some folks that were in the comments. Let's talk about one of your most memorable experiences as it relates to your HBCU, and of course, introduce yourself, a little bit about what you do, and your HBCU, and then tell us, one of your most memorable experiences from your HBCU. So let's start with Chastity.
Hey, of course, I'm representing the Jackson State University.
There you go.
My most memorable moment. Oh my God. So many memorable moments. Just being at an HBCU, let's see. My favorite teacher was Dr. Angela Washington. She was a biology teacher. She fostered my love for biology, and which is why I became a biology teacher. And my most memorable moments is just being on the yard, being in the atmosphere. There is no, and that's one of the things I try to explain to my students is like, if you've never attended an HBCU, there's nothing like being on the yard and just the atmosphere of it. I went to a predominantly white high school, so being at Jackson State was like almost a little bit of a culture shock. But once I got there, just, being free to be who I am as a Black person. So it's pretty cool. There you
go. I like that. Let's see. Shantae, representing Mississippi Valley State. You go ahead and check in with us and give us your introduction of yourself, a little bit about what you do, and then one of your most things for your time at Mississippi Valley State.
Okay, well, my name is Shantae. I'm from Lexington. I'm currently in Arkansas. Right now, I am a school teacher. I teach 8th grade history. The thing that I loved most about Mississippi Valley, I would say, is just that close-knit bond that you have with everyone is small. It's just like being at home. Everybody's a family. Everybody knows everyone. Everyone, mostly look out for each other. And it was a great experience. It seems like you in the middle of a cotton field with nothing to do, but I had some great experiences at Mississippi Valley. When I say I had probably the time of my life, I had the time of my life. So don't underestimate it because it's small. Once you get there and you find your little niche and you find your people.
Yeah.
You find out what it is. You find yourself. I say I actually probably found myself in who I am and discovered a whole lot of things about me after I got there.
That is awesome. I love that. All right, let's see. Lizzie Liz, come on up here and give it to us.
I'm Elizabeth Blackshire. I'm a program manager for Jobs for Mississippi Graduates. It's a dropout prevention program here in Jackson, Mississippi. We work in high schools and middle schools throughout the state of Mississippi. I am from Money, Mississippi, by the way of Greenwood, Mississippi. And my HBCU is no other than Alcorn State University, the greatest university there is. It's a real yard experience, not concrete. Yard.
Debatable.
Oh,
Yard experience. My most memorable moment, busting loops. Just it's out in the country and people say, oh, it's far, it's nothing to do. It's plenty to do. When I say plenty, it is plenty to do. Marching the horseshoe in the band, cheering is plenty to do. But busting loops and just chilling with the friends, the sorors, that was my most memorable moment.
I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, my man, Joe Nasty. I'm sorry, DJ Mr. Adams.
Yeah, Mr.
Either
Adams.
or.
Mr.
They're
Adams.
interchangeable.
There you go. Look, two sides of the mixtape. Two sides of the mixtape.
That's right. First and foremost, I had to go and fix myself some Uncle Nears
Oh,
Cheers, sir.
and break out my new Chicago Bulls glasses.
I see you. I see you.
So I had
Flex.
to do that.
I always represent.
Yeah, peer pressure. The brand new, still got a tag on the bottom. Anyway,
Take that off. Scratch it out.
how you doing?
Man, we're doing good. We're doing good. What about you? Tell us about your self, of course, and your most favorite thing about Jackson State. What do you value most?
Jonas Adams here,
memorable
Jackson State
moment.
alumnus, aka DJ Joe Nasty, aka DJ Mr. Adams. Currently, my position is assistant producer for Weekends All Things Considered with NPR in Washington, D.C. There would be none of that without Jackson State University. Bachelor's in Mass Communications with a minor in marketing. With that being said, I started off a computer science major, changed my major to mass comm, started volunteering at the radio station, and found out exactly who I was. Fell in love with broadcasting, fell in love with radio, fell in love with spinning records and DJing, all at 1400 J.R. Lynch Street. There is no Jonas, Joe Nasty, Mr. Adams, none of that without Jackson State University. I came down and didn't know who I was and came out of Jackson State a completely different person with a future. And I have 1400 J.R. Lynch Street to thank for that. Most memorable moments, too many to name, but I'll try. See, we didn't bust loops, we bust blocks. I was there the last full year of the street actually being open, where you can drive up and down the campus. I came in the fall of 1998. I witnessed firsthand Cash Money taking over. And what I mean by that is the video Ha had just hit Rap City, Juvenile, when they just first went nationwide. I had a first front row seat for that, moving from Chicago all the way down to Jackson. You know, I got schooled on who the hot boys were, who the big timers were, who the last Mr. Big is. You know, rest in peace to him. You know, shout out to Mobile. It just gave me everything. When I say I woke up the first day of homecoming, the first Monday, that Monday of homecoming, I woke up to go to my campus and went get on the yard and go to my first class, and there were tiger prints spray painted all over the campus. I walked out of Dixon Hall like, yo, what is this? And see tiger paw prints all over the yard. I was like, oh, this is what's up. Walked by the band hall and seen all the different sections of the band spray painted all over the campus, all over around the band hall. It was the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Then like the following year, I was in the Illinois club. I was able to spray paint a humongous I and an L right in front of the Union, the old Union, and spray paint like all the different blocks from Chicago all over the street.
Hey, bud. Look, I'm glad you had the chance to do that. Ain't none of that flying right now.
None of it. None of it.
Hey, look, so some of the things that, and I would venture to say that most of us assembled here tonight had the opportunity to experience our HBCUs at or in moments where there were not many regulations. It was
Right.
pre-social media. And you a lot of us have hinted at not Mac, I'm not trying to skip over you, but of course
No. Go ahead. Take care of them. Everybody
the
know
host
us.
of the show.
They
But
know us.
look, man, pre-social media, you had the opportunity to, as y'all said, figure out who you were without influence of this, I guess, like this whole dome of influence from people who really don't know who they are. And you get in, I want to talk about like dormitories. I know at most HBCUs, and like even if you're a commuter student, you find yourself gravitating towards a certain dorm. Because you're gonna find a friend that's gonna stay in that dorm, and then next thing you know, you hanging out in the lobby, you're hanging out in a room. But I want y'all to talk about some of those experiences as like a first year student, where you kind of had those moments, as Jonas hinted to, where you figured out who you were, but you really figured out why you liked your school. Like it was like, oh, I ain't going nowhere. And I'll share one of mine later, but I want us to get into some of that, and then we'll kind of just go around the horn and start talking crazy, and once the liquor kick in and everything.
I'll jump in real quick. I'll keep it quick. When I really got a sense of pride for my school freshman year is when Jackson State played Southern, right? And they came. It was a home game. And I started seeing Southern flags Wednesday. The game was Saturday.
Right.
Yeah.
And I felt
come in town, boy.
I felt so disrespected. I was like, who is them? Look. I can't even remember if we won the game or not. I just remember that the bands was going crazy at the game. Like, I'm put it like this. We were already up in the stands. Southern band was late. Right. I've already seen these flags all over my city and my campus. People, they already on set up tailgating like Thursday or Friday. They going crazy.
Right.
Our band had already set up in the stadium. They blasted Sonic Boom of the South. Human Jukebox is marching in. They get settled. We cranking out Hate Me Now by Nas.
Very nice. Very nice.
And they got set up. And then they started cranking Hate Me Now by Nas. You know how them horns come in? Bang, bang. Yeah. We was like,
okay.
Oh.
They got an amp on their shit.
Okay. All right. Let's say a boxer get hit with a real good punch that wake him up.
Yeah.
Like, I'm in a fight.
Okay, we in a fight. That's what happened. I was like, oh, okay. They ain't come to play around either. And they just bang, they just blaring the whole game, man. I was just like, okay. I'm Jack State to the death. I don't like these Southern folks. I don't like them at all. I don't like what they're doing. I don't like them coming all over here on our turf, talking crazy. I ain't like it. I was true blue blood Jackson State from then on out.
Southern brought it out of you, huh?
Southern brought it out.
Hey, well, look, what about this Alcorn Jackson State and this Jackson State Valley rivalry? Us two Lewins, we're over here being very stately, and we try to stay out those disputes.
Chuck, we just sit back like this.
This is how it was explained to me. My freshman year, my roommate was in the band. He was a sophomore because I registered late.
Yeah.
So I got my roommate guy. I got partnered up with a sophomore. He was over the trombone section. And he broke everything down to me. He was like, yeah, Alcorn and Valley, like they rivals, but they like our cousins. Like, we rivals, but we still cool at the end of the day. He was like, Southern, they the real rival.
We do not like Southern.
He was like, we don't fuck with them. He was like, but Alcorn, like we mess around there. Yeah, we like that's like play fight with the people on the block. He was like, but Southern, we trying to kill them. I was like, all right. Oh, that makes sense.
Because a lot of us
explained to me.
A lot of us got degrees from different colleges. So you always go with your undergrad. You be like, but you got a degree from this school. you know, and you know, you're like, yeah, you know, we gonna play around, but don't talk too crazy about Valley. You know what I'm saying? You from a whole other area. Don't get too crazy to talk about Valley, because you still talk about Mississippi now. Mississippi gonna ride. We're gonna ride together. We're gonna stick together. Speaking of Valley and Alcorn, what's your first year experience like? You know, when did you just say, hey, this is it?
All I got to say is my first year. I am so glad that there was my first, second, third, fourth year, my whole time in Valley. I am glad social media did not exist. Do you hear me? I am glad I don't have any of those. As a matter of fact, cell phones really was not that popular then. I got to Valley in 1998, fall of 98, because I graduated high school May of 98. And I got my first cell phone, I think, in like 2000, 2001. So you didn't even have people with taking videos and doing all this little extra stuff, trying to take pictures. I would have been on blast. Life would have been completely over. My parents probably came over there and snatched me up by the shirt collar. Come on, you coming home, because the stuff you doing over here, this is not what we sent you here for.
Chuck, her dad is our assistant principal at the high school.
Oh, Lord.
All I got to say is I lived my best life when I got there. See, I had lived that whole time. You know how you up under your parents' wing, you just ready to just soar and live life. And that's exactly what I did. I lived.
Somebody testifying in the comments. Liz, that's your line, sister.
She said, amen, girl.
What was like that Alcorn?
Shout out to one there in the comments. Shout out to one there.
That's my link.
Look, Chuck, I was telling them, I don't know if you ever been to Q Delta, but that was the best road trip ever. Q Delta in Hattiesburg at USM. I went in 2003. Best road trip ever. When you go to Q Delta.
Hey, bud. Hey, hold on. I'm finna maximize my. Hold on. Let me make sure. And then I'm finna do this right here. Hey. This dude right here. My daddy used to call me like, "Where you at this weekend?" I said, "Dad, I'm in Houston, Texas." I called my dad again next weekend. "Where you at, son?" "I'm in Hattiesburg." "Son, it's Wednesday. Why are you in Hattiesburg?" I said, "Daddy, well, you know, we just came down here to fraternize with, you know, our fraternity brothers and everything." He was like, "Well, how are your classes, son?" I say, "Well, you know, Pops, I got like a 3.3, 3.4. He was like, all right. Well, be careful." Call my daddy next weekend. He like, son, where you at?" "Daddy, we in Starkville." I come home for Thanksgiving break. All right, Pop, we going to New Orleans. Come home for Christmas. Son, where you going? Daddy, we going to Miami. The Don Darbo. I go home for spring break. Daddy, we just stopping through. Not well. Yeah, we're gonna go to Miami again. I'm trying to tell y'all, I absolutely enjoyed every moment of Tougaloo College.
You was on tour
because I had the opportunity to drive from Mobile, Alabama, and figure out that there was Hattiesburg on the way. And then when you figure out that, you know, Jackson State is only a hop, skip, and a jump away, then you had Millsaps that was around the corner. Then when you figure out there was there's Starkville, and then you got Itta Bena, you got Oxford, you got, you know, Holly Springs. Man, I road tripped the entire state of Mississippi while I was at Tougaloo, and then going beyond the state of Mississippi, man, went into Texas, went back to Alabama, went to Auburn, went to Tuscaloosa, went to Montgomery, everywhere. And I never had to worry about anything because I was the brothers. I'm finna show up on your campus. I'm finna set the march out. I'm finna hop my ass off. I'm finna be all up in the party. And all I had to do was just go find one bruh, and I was gonna be good. And sometimes I went by myself, but I had a damn ball. And I concur with Wandera and Shantae that social media has changed, forever changed the way that we interact as people. And I really feel like we have to get back to the point to where we more so worry about enjoying the moment, enjoying the experience, and not necessarily try to stream or live everything. And I understand like what we're doing right now is a means to communicate with each other and to share our experience. But if we enjoying ourselves, man, let's take 2-3 pictures and like just have a damn ball.
George, what they don't realize while they're trying to capture everything, they're missing everything.
Right.
That's what they don't realize. Like, oh man, I got to get this. I got to put this on my stories. I got to put this on my feed. I got to put this on my timeline. Oh, we got to go live. We got to go live. Hey, we're doing this, y'all. But they missing it. They missing the real experience. They not partying. They're not really kicking it. They're just trying to look like they are.
Right.
That's that BET thug mentality we talked about, looking the part versus actually being the real.
Yeah.
Let's get Alcorn. We gotta get Alcorn right quick and Miss Chastity. Cause I know Alcorn got them little cheering. She gonna be her clock ticking.
Man, the big for my clock ticking. Well, I didn't start off at Alcorn.
Where you start off at?
I started off at Jackson State.
Wow.
It was the worst experience that I experienced, and I transferred. It wasn't for me. Everybody else loved it. It wasn't for me. I was fresh from Money, Mississippi. I'm a Delta girl. You're not gonna talk to me like I'm a child. That's enough. I don't do disrespect. I asked for help to find a building. I'm not from Jackson. I don't know what these college terms is. They was like, we'll help craft. This not what you want, baby girl. I need to know what the gym is. What's happening here? So, I mean, it was like I had trouble getting to my dorm. I had trouble in the line for financial aid. I got in 3 arguments. I said, hey, okay.
It's time to roll.
These are my signs. I called my cousin. I said, oh, what you doing? She was like, well, we're going to Alcorn. I said, let me go with y'all. So when I went, I love all the swag schools, but when I went, it was just like, it's a family. Everybody was, hey. I'm not a hey hug person. So it's like, okay. It's a lot, but I ain't had no problem. The Zays were the first to help everybody I saw there. It was a family event there. You never got a frown. It was always a smile. It was always somebody to help you. So, yeah. I mean, it changed me dramatically. When I say that, because I was Liz. They'll tell you I was Liz.
Let me ask this question to everybody, because Liz, your story it brings a particular point that you said something about, Jackson State wasn't for you, but the way that I see it is that everybody has an HBCU that is theirs.
Right.
Like I've heard, and it felt this way for me, but I've heard folks from Tougaloo said like something spiritual happened to them like once they got on campus. Like you had this moment. And I really feel like when you have an opportunity, I think this is one of the things that make college tours so great. When you have this moment to where you visit this campus, it's like, oh, that's cool. That's nice. But when you find your HBCU, you know that you're a fit there. And I think that's what Liz was describing. So let's go around the horn. And did you all know Chastity, Jonas, Shantae, and even Mac? Did you know that your HBCU, like the first one, was it for you? Mac?
Get Chastity, because my story is a little different. I'm the opposite. I went
let's see. So when I went to Jackson State, I didn't go with any friends. So I'm literally like, it's just me. No, I think maybe none of my people from my high school core group, none of them went to Jackson State. So it was just me sitting in the classroom, sitting in Seminar 100 at John A. Peoples, just sitting there. And I was like, what the heck am I doing here? I don't even know anybody, and I don't want to talk to anybody. But I had my friend who's been my friend for like my best friend for like 20 years. She came and sat by me. She's like, hey. And I was like, hey. And so we started talking, we clicked, and I was like, okay, maybe I can make this work. And it just kind of went from there. I had always been a Jackson State person because my god sisters would come down from St. Louis and we would go to the homecoming parade every year. My aunt would take me to all the football games. So it was already instilled in my psyche, like it's Jackson State. But it wasn't the school I wanted to go to because I've been there all the time. I got a scholarship, so that's why I ended up there. But when I got there, I was like, okay, I can do this. And then, like Jonah said, you walk on the yard and you see all of these tiger paw prints, and you're like, or you see people, the sororities and the fraternities, strolling and hopping on the yard. And you're like, wow. It was, like I said, it was a real culture shock for me. I'm like, wow. The biggest culture shock was when I had to sit in those blue chairs in the old Union to register. And you remember that, Jones, where they had the chairs lined up and you would just move up each chair.
Absolutely.
I was like, what is this? How long am I gonna be here? But I think that was my downside, just trying to work through financial aid and sit in the old Union in those blue chairs, and then watch somebody take their lunch when you like the next person, and they go walk away. You like, but I'm right here. HBCU life. I did not have that experience at USM when I got my master's. It was
the bottom lip started to quiver.
Yeah. Like
lunch.
Are you really gonna go to lunch right now? Like right now.
And what you find out is that that's common at all the HBCUs.
Right.
No. Our computer will break down. The line long and the computer broke down. All right, we're gonna have to come back in the morning. The computer.
Yeah, they said the system down.
The system down.
Hey, bud.
I've been here for 2 hours.
Like I'm just sitting here. But the most amazing thing about Jackson State though was when I came in '99 and they had the super card.
Oh, buddy, the super card. I remember that.
You could eat everywhere on Highway 80. And
you was good. You didn't need nothing else.
You need, like, I'm good. I can.
And then you felt like a millionaire. Let's say you got $100 on a super car.
Oh,
you finna feed everybody.
Let's go to pizza.
98.99. Oh man,
you finna order about 20 double stacks.
Hey, look. I will admit I was jealous of the Jackson State super card
until I got the gold card at Alcorn.
I ain't feed everybody either. No.
Look, but here's what happened for me. I became a student leader. And I got cool with the folks in the cafeteria. I never had to want for anything ever again in life. Look, and when they said, "Look, Chuck, you set up the speaker for us," I say, "I sure will. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am." Here a little something to take back to the dormitory. And man, they had this thing called the Eagle Punch and what was it? Bulldog? What was it? Bulldog juice and Eagle Punch?
Yeah.
One of them was lemonade, one of them was Kool-Aid, like red Kool-Aid.
And red Kool-Aid was the death. Folk be taking big jugs. They be coming to get the red Kool-Aid just back to their room.
You talking about a party in Rent a Hall?
Hey, George Chuck, I got cool with your people at your cafeteria.
Damn, so did. Man, look. All right, sidebar. DJ Joe Nasty ass was washing clothes behind Justin Cross.
Yeah.
I'm talking about coming over there. Man, look, the washing machine was wide open. Now, that was a best kept secret right there. That's best kept secret.
Yeah.
You can come over there. You got your detergent. You got all you got to do is just get right up in there, and then you can walk out the door, go up the stairs around the building, up to the lobby. You kicking it in the girls' dormitory, and watch downstairs. That's how you make life.
Playing spades.
That is
playing spades in the lobby.
Doing laundry.
Yeah, that was folks' work.
I absolutely love it, man.
I was the opposite.
Man. Yeah. What you do?
So for me, I got into community organizing and activism in like 96, right? So Brother Hollis and a lot of other civil rights leaders, all the weekend trainings used to be at Tuvalu. So I'm learning all about Tuvalu. I'm like, okay, yeah, Tuvalu. I like Tuvalu. Had fun at Tuvalu. But me and Preston was like, we going to Alcorn, right? So I'm focusing on, because I was in the band in high school. I played trombone and tuba. I'm going to Alcorn. I'm going to get in the band. That's my goal. That was our focus on. Mess my band scholarship up. Because I wanted to do some sports my senior year, powerlifting and all that. So went to Alcorn anyway for the summer. Got down to Alcorn, summer 99. And I know it's folks at summer 99. It was a store on campus. They had stores on campus that served half a chicken. You go in there and get I would fuck around and be eating because I ain't like the cafeteria food Alcorn. It has real fertilizer in there. I'm just gonna tell y'all that. It has real fertilizer. It's a whole story about getting your body adjusted to eating an Alcorn cafeteria. I would go into the damn store, buy me half of chickens. That's what I was eating. I wasn't eating the cafeteria because no. And then I was in house 5 with the band and football players. That's why. And it was fun, right? You know, when you hit the ground, you saw Pi Beta Sigma, you saw KK Psi. I'm like, who are these folks? I'm like, I know who the
house 5 of the men's tower.
House 5 of men's tower.
Yeah,
That's where the athletes and everybody was.
As you know, I was a road tripper.
You know, see, they know what you know about other folks doing, right? So it was like things there for the summer, man, and like, well, I left during the summer, came back home for the fall. I said, well, I'm gonna work. I need some money. I can't be down here without no money. Come on, folks didn't have no money. Talking to Derek Johnson. Derek Johnson's like, what you doing? You know, Preston in school, where you at? Well, I'm sitting out a semester. He's like, well, why you sitting out? I gotta make some money. He said, well, you going back to Alcorn? Yeah. He said, you don't want to go to Tougaloo? I said, I can't get into Tougaloo. Derek hangs up, call me right back and says, do you want to go to Tougaloo? Yeah. All right, you can go this semester. I'm like, well, what about next semester? And he like, okay, next semester. So I end up going to Tougaloo because of Derek. I wanted to go to Tougaloo, but Tougaloo had the political, the historical, community activist side of it.
Yeah.
But Alcorn had all of the band, all of the college life that you saw in a different world. That was Alcorn. Yeah. And that was my folks for. You know, a lot of my folks from 99 went to Alcorn that summer. So like I didn't know nobody that was gonna be at Tougaloo. I knew people that was gonna be at Alcorn. But I got used to doing stuff by myself, you know, because I was at Tougaloo. So I had to get out that comfort zone. I knew like maybe 1 or 2 people that were from Lexington that went to Tougaloo. And then everybody else you had to meet organically, you know. And I guess that was a good thing. I liked it, and we've been pouring into Tougaloo ever since. You know, came in 96, came back officially in 2000, and never left. We've been continuing to work with Tougaloo. So you found your niche. You know, the ancestors spoke to us, and that's what we've been. And we've been continuing to advocate and work with Tougaloo. And now we're doing the same thing that somebody done for us with getting them back involved. But I like to hang out at Alcorn. Alcorn was the hangout spot during 99. I think everybody on here got that real different world college experience. I think we really had that lifestyle where you had fun. You know, you stand in the line to get in parties on campus. You ain't had to get off campus. You standing in line to get in parties on campus.
I definitely partied on y'all campus.
Brownlee?
I partied on everybody's campus.
Chuck did. But here's the thing about Chuck. Chuck ass during the week would go to bed at 9:30 or 10. Chuck would be asleep.
Yep. Let Thursday hit.
Weekend? But any other time, where Chuck at?
Knocked out. Going to sleep with the chickens. And waking up with the chickens.
We got Matthew in the cup. Hey, they falling in here. I think Karamo said, he said,
look at
him in.
Look. He didn't got in.
Look at this fool.
He said, let me in this biatch. He in here. The undisputed, undeniable, unpredictable is in the building.
Hey man, welcome to the gun show. Hold on. Let me get my.
Look him up. He got to catch up. Catch up, man. Tell us about Jackson State and what was your experience like?
Doc, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Hey, I just want to go back to this fertilizer you was talking about down at Alcorn campus, brother.
You know
Say fertilizer in your camp. Don't start, because I'll be ready.
No, it ain't. I
ate at Jackson State too.
I was gonna let that go, but I ain't never heard no fertilizer in that. I need to know.
Alcorn is an ag school, right? So they like this is what they doing. They farming right there. So it's like the cafeteria, the food. I like y'all must have grew this shit right down the road behind the building, and somebody got a whole lot of fertilizer in there. Because freshman year, they like, man, y'all be careful. They tell all the freshmen be careful about the cafeteria. I'm like, what y'all mean by careful? What's wrong with the food? Your stomach ain't ready. Your stomach ain't
Hey,
ready.
look, let me ask this. So, what do you mean?
It was good and rich and hearty.
So it was gonna get in you, and
Yep.
it was gonna satiate, and then it was gonna be a ending.
Like food do.
Okay, all right.
Oh yeah. Hey, I'm just saying.
No.
You had to get adjusted, brother.
Miss Smith them may do that to us, man.
No. We didn't have that problem.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Got the two didn't have that problem. Didn't have that problem too.
Yeah, we good. One said you was very regular.
No,
That's
not very regular.
That's Hollywood one. He trying to blame it on all core.
Shit.
Look,
y'all stuff was different than mine.
Well, look now since we have Karamu, also known as DJ Unpredictable 601. Look, man, you go ahead, introduce yourself, and then give us some of your your Jackson State memories, and look, we just keep it rolling from there, and we round it out around about 9:55.
Yeah, man. So what up, y'all? Karamu from Jackson, went to Jackson State from 98 to 2001. The Bros, as you can see, marched in the only marching band in the world, Jackson State University Sonic Boom of the South. Drum major for 2 years. Yeah. Give me that sound effect one more time, brother. Absolutely. Jackson State University was the best choice I could have ever made to further my education at a higher learning level. You know what I mean? We didn't have fertilizer in our food. It was just a wonderful experience.
Assholes as professors.
We had regular seasoning salts, and it worked out for us all. So, man, listen, I'm just really on the back seat of this podcast. I'm enjoying everything. Y'all keep this going, man. I'll jump in just for fun. I like this.
Don't you get your ass on here trying to be all professional and shit. I want you to tell us about your experience at Jackson State, because you hung out.
That Negro came out here talking cash money shit and the shit it all over.
This ain't swag beef.
right. You hung out. Hey, come on, man.
He done got timid on us.
I won.
Tell us a story.
I had a hell of an experience at Jackson State University for all 4 years while I was there. Only four.
Only four.
Let's get that understood, baby. I got in and I got out.
Got on out.
I mean, being in the band and throwing parties and stuff like that, man. My matriculation at Jackson.
He froze, huh?
Did he froze?
He stuck like
froze up, man. You froze up.
He froze up, man. Hey.
You froze up on matriculation.
Hey.
The internet couldn't handle that.
That bullshit. The internet couldn't handle that bullshit that was about to come out.
Yeah.
We learned matriculation at Jackson State.
That's right.
That's so cute.
Matriculation.
That's
real cute. Ooh, that's so cute.
Hey, that's how famous were.
Yeah. Man, me and Joe Nasty, doing the parties on the nightlife scene. We came together as brothers in that industry or whatever. Joe being from the north, I'm being from the south. When you go to college, you tend to kind of migrate towards your people. And I really never linked up with Joe Nasty until it was nightlife time. I don't think we took any classes together.
I don't think we did either. Maybe one or two. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe one or two. But here we are today, damn near living in the same area up here in the DMV. I can still call him my brother on the phone or whatever. So listen, man, Jackson State University was a great decision for me. That's all I can say.
There you go.
Choose Jackson State. We did.
Yeah.
I would say that
choose your HBCU. We did.
Hey, you see, the Jackson State done took over this whole pod tonight, right?
They were invited. They were invited now. We invited you guys.
I ain't gonna remove Tasha because she's been nice. But you two Negroes,
Right.
watch this. Hey, there's a very small school, whether you know it or not, that controls a lot of things behind the scenes. So just remember,
Hey,
the power
I just wanna-
lies with Tougaloo.
Just remember that we control Homeland Security.
This man put us on timeout.
We control Homeland Security.
We will not be denied.
Hey, look, you got an invitation to sit at this table.
Hey,
It
we
was
are the
necessary. You can't.
we are the table, baby.
Hey, y'all got a table over there, 1400. Y'all got a table over there,
Hey, man,
1400.
we're the house that the table is in.
Yeah, but to our little brothers and sisters down at our core, man, we love them.
Oh, it's so cute.
Oh hell,
I know. He ain't ready to go put all us on time out, you know, but I'll be ready. Excellent.
We love them, man.
Now look, hey, what we gonna do on the D9 HBCU party? We gonna do something this month? Like what we gonna do? We probably have a day party. Yeah, what we gonna do?
I'm ready, man. We got Zetas on this call. We got the Bruhs on this call. I don't know who else is in D9 here, but let's get it.
It's strong HBCU for sure. D9 is well represented.
Yeah.
Al done jumped in here, man. We got everybody in this thing. I think that I would say this, man. You guys represent y'all school very well. Y'all have
That's
pride.
Appreciate it. I know you was talking to us.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That school is okay too. But you know, but seriously though, man, I think that you inspire other folks to want to go to school. You know, they see that pride, and people want to go somewhere where people talk positive energy and talk positive about. So, you know, they want to be in somewhere like that. So, but
they want to go to JSU, homie. Just say it.
No, that's not what I
said.
said. No. Yeah, I'm saying HBCUs in general. You know, I'm not gonna just say Jackson State.
Oh.
Yeah,
Shantae, you about to jump in and say something. Shantae, come on, get in there.
Oh, he's talking about Jackson State. I was just gonna let him know they want to go to the Mississippi Valley. They want to be a Delta.
Come on,
Delta Devil.
Everybody like that
Educational Oasis of the Delta.
The
I support the whole team.
I'm sorry.
There you go. See, we cousins for Alcorn. I don't know. You know that Jackson State and Valley blood. It's just been bad vibes there. No, it's not bad vibes. We love them, but they always want to hate on Valley. They some haters, so they hate on all the other schools around them. But we all the swag, so it's all still that swag
Just
love.
keep picking on our little brothers and sisters down there. That's all.
Oh, y'all just became back up big, humble
We
baby.
just be
Eat the
picking
pie.
on. Oh, that's all.
Eat the pie and hush.
We been big dogs.
Like any family reunion, we were doing good
We
for a
been
while.
big dogs now.
it's about to get ugly in this mucker now. Look, hey, we coming up on 10 o'clock. These niggas just start
See,
throwing.
one of them, I'm gonna excuse him because he my friend, so I'm gonna give him a pass and let him make it because he pledged the right thing, but he went to the wrong school.
Hold on.
There it is.
You get your ass out of here too. Stop running that. I'll put y'all ass out. I done did that before too. Hey, oh.
Where's she go?
Hey,
Chucky,
we'll bring it back. We'll bring it around
Put
back.
your sorrow out. You were wrong for that.
Y'all talk about things on put your ass out. Hold on. Let me watch this. Hold up. Let me solo myself. Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be right back. Hold on.
Look at this man here. Power trip, boy.
What you gonna do? What you gonna
Look,
do?
he drunk with power.
You better leave her alone.
There it is.
Drunk with power.
There it is. There you go. There
Look, no sense whatsoever.
There T.I. is, baby.
Oh, that is beautiful. Blue and white.
Yes.
I love it.
In
He
the
just got
face.
that out the cleaners.
In the face.
Nigga, I'm at the Olympics. I don't know what y'all thought this was. This Tougaloo show. Let me bring my son right back before she get too mad. Hey, I just had to flex.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I had to flex.
That ain't your threat.
Drunk with power.
Chuck might be drunk. Might be drunk with that damn blue note he was drinking.
You still muted.
There
It
you
was
go.
the
There you go.
Spanish flag.
There you go. That's the real flag right there.
Hey, man.
My flag.
Is that the same thing y'all use as a banner draping it down?
My flag.
Yeah.
My flag.
The stands.
My flag. My flag.
Thought it was a real banner. That's what you do to a jack out to it.
Hold on, what? Who talking about jacking off? God
You
damn,
missed it.
What?
You missed it. He jacked the whole flag.
He was jacking that pole off. He said he jack off with that flag.
Have mercy, Lord. Have mercy. Look,
Everybody, please stay on the bumpy street. Don't
Tiana,
take the
what's
dirt road.
happening
Don't
here?
take the
don't
dirt
take
road.
the dirt road because they
Don't
already
street.
gone down. They already gone. They gone,
No,
y'all.
no, don't do it. Don't do it. We've been doing good. We don't need to
y'all
get
full
kicked
of
off
panic,
Facebook
Put my
again.
Tougaloo
live.
flag around.
Again.
Yeah, look, we live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube.
Everywhere. We everywhere.
Hey,
And all the alumni groups. You know, we in the alumni groups. We like in the
Like,
D9
don't
group.
you let-
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Hey man, this was good, man. This was good. Like I think we need to do this again, you know, to make sure that we continue to do some of the things that I think Support Black Colleges has been doing. You know, one they've been able to, you know, get their Support Black Colleges or Support HBCUs in those, you know, digital spaces. So let's make sure we keep HBCUs, you know, on young people's mind. We might have some alums that might be a little bit disgruntled with their HBCU for, you know, whatever experience that they may have had. But
Man, listen,
come on,
I got nothing against Valley. Any young people that are listening to this podcast right now,
all good and
if you're
fun.
looking for some good catfish, pan trout, head down to Valley. Head down to Itta Bena. Go through Indianola, Mississippi, and just look to the right. There's gonna be this big body of water that's flooded with catfish. I'm telling you, it's great. It's great.
I'm gonna sip my little tea.
Get up off where we live at, my dude.
They got if you head down to Valley, they got Quicksilver grocery stores. It's outstanding, man. It is a wonderful place to drive through.
Watch yourself, Karama. Watch yourself.
Chuck, take us off. Take me and you
Take
off.
us off.
Come on, lead them on. Take
Watch
us.
yourself. He gonna leave you on there.
Yeah, I'm just saying. And those who want to go to Alcorn that are listening, they got
Don't
Old
make me
Country
cut
store.
you off with
They
these
got an Old Country
potholes.
store on campus.
You know, we
what
cut
I mean?
each other off. You can't complete the sentence.
They have,
Exactly. You know they down there with that school in the middle of a neighborhood. You don't know whether
They
it's
got
a campus
here
or
for the
a
men. Don't
neighborhood.
start.
hey,
Don't
let
start.
me tell you something.
Don't
Let
you
me
start
tell
with
you
that
something.
jackass on your head.
Alcorn
Don't you
has-
start.
They have one gas pump in the middle of the campus.
Jackson has all the bulletproof
You go
vests
down
that
there,
you need before you
it
get on
gets you some
campus. They give
gas.
you a whole kit. You
All
need
right,
that
I'm
vest.
getting it, you know.
Zip it
Hey.
up.
Hey,
Don't
look,
start. I'll be
look.
ready.
Hey, all of the HBCU love that went out the window. It's 10 o'clock. We've been on this mug an hour. Ain't no more love.
There's free
Real
tractor.
family
Ain't come
Hey,
here talking about us either. I bet that. Be like,
there's
Real
free
family
tractor
reunion.
parking at all their schools.
oh
Listen,
man.
listen.
And there's
They-
no parking at yours, just concrete.
Because we're bringing them big
Man.
whips through,
No,
baby.
you ain't bringing no
We
whips
bring
in
them
there.
big whips.
You hit one of the
Well, not-
roundabouts the wrong way. You
Not
get one
tractor
out.
big. It's not tractor
Exactly.
big.
You
know,
in the
It's not
neighborhood.
tractor big.
You
It's
got the
the
neighborhood
roundabout
on this
just the
side of
house.
the street. You got the
The
school
car
on
got
this
to
side
come
of the
to the
street.
roundabout at the house.
Hey, I got 2 words for Alcorn.
And I got
Pink
one for Jackson State.
Palace. Pink Palace. Woo! You talking
This show has
about
been brought to
my
you by
It's over.
Spirit.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. And, you know, Pink Palace, y'all need to cut the check. And
Have a free
at
promo.
the end of the day, all we all trying to do is
I bet we can agree on that.
we're trying to get it where the money reside, baby.
The money.
That's all.
The money.
Must be the money.
We appreciate y'all for tuning in. This is Nightcap Knowledge. This has been the HBCU Walking Billboard episode of Nightcap Knowledge. Y'all tune in every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. We appreciate all of our guests for joining us. Make sure you rep your HBCU everywhere you go. Be that walking billboard for your HBCU. Turn up
You don't have
all
to
the
ride on
time
the
for your HBCU. So we got Tougaloo, we got Jackson State, we got Valley, we got Alcorn, man. Shout out to Rush College, man. We love y'all. We'll see y'all next week right here on the Nightcap.
Come up, y'all. Free shot. Where that? One time. Where y'all at?
Oh, get them up. Get them up.
Get
Get them
them
up.
one time.
Everybody. Yeah. We out. Peace.